Hello Star Family, welcome to my channel. I have a new pick a card here for you today, and the topic is in regards to your current relationship and what does the future hold for it. So we're going to take a look at kind of like some predictive energies, I guess, to see what lies ahead future wise. Now keep in mind, tarot is one of those things that yes, you can get kind of some insight in regards to future energies, but nonetheless the power is always in your hands to kind of guide the outcome if you want to change it, amend it. It's kind of like a forewarned is forearmed type situation. If tarot shows you a pictorial of what's to come, it's like you have enough time to try to like fix that outcome, okay? So just with that being said, keep that in mind because that's how tarot works. It's kind of like that thing where it gives you, you know, that picture book outlook on a situation, yet at the end of the day the future is always in your hands, okay? You have the power and the wheel is always in your hands to change and direct your path, your journey, the way that you will it to, okay? So even with predictive card readings, okay, it's always a healthy thought to keep that in mind, that we don't live our life by the cards. It's not a map or blueprint for our lives. Despite what the cards say, we have the control in our hands, okay? So I'm just letting you know, be aware of that. This is a predictive reading, but nonetheless, we always have the power to kind of amend the outcome via the choices that we make. So I have 4 lovely stacks on the table. The stacks on the table are the same as in the picture clip, the thumbnail, and the video clip I have in the timestamps. If you haven't had a chance to meditate on your stack, by all means, please go back to that beginning, the beginning of the video. Check out the timestamps. You can get a close-up look of the stacks as well. Take as much time as you need, pause where you need to, and intuitively choose whichever stack you feel drawn to the most. By all means, if you feel drawn to more than one, that's okay too. You can pick more than one stack. These readings are also general, so they're not going to apply to every single person watching, and if this particular pick a card doesn't connect for you, you are more than welcome to check out my pick a card playlist where I have other pick a cards that you can have fun exploring, okay? And whenever there's like a love reading situation, roles can be reversed. So it's, you know, it could be that there's some tidbits that would resonate more for you. There's some tidbits that would connect more for the person you're inquiring about, that kind of thing. So some issues and situations can indeed be flip-flopped. And this reading is timeless. So all my pick-a cards are timeless. It's really whenever the universe nudges you to watch, that is always going to be the best and appropriate time for you. So with that being said, I'm going to get directly into stack number 1. Stack number 1, you chose this lovely card. This is from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle, and it says, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Okay? All right. So let's see. What does the future hold for you and your current relationship? Okay, let's see. All right. So we have peaceful resolution. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. The 10 of Pentacles, okay. The Magician. The King of Cups. And we have Perseverance. Okay, let me just arrange this on the table so it's comfortable. Okay. And I'm working with the Anna K Tarot for this particular pick a card. This was a donation by David A. I won't disclose his full name, but this was a blessing and a gift from him. So thank you so much, David, for gifting this gorgeous deck to the channel. It is really stunning. Okay, so I'm looking at this like, honestly, I'm just looking at this flirt card for whatever reason. It feels like it's screaming at me the most. All right, so I'm just wondering if I can't help but feel like maybe this relationship started out with like heavy flirting, right? Heavy flirting, heavy banter in some way, flirtation, kind of like throwing innuendos at each other. I don't know why, for whatever reason, this image kind of gives me the vibe of like lovers who kind of like go, you know, try to find a hidden spot where they could talk or kiss or kind of like touch each other kind of thing. So for whatever reason, I don't know if that's maybe how your connection started, if it was that kind of like forbidden fruit type thing where you can't really, you shouldn't be fraternizing with a coworker or something like that, and it then evolved. Okay, maybe for whatever reason, I am feeling that there could be an issue where some of you, for a few of you, where you're not supposed to be flirting with your coworker. You're not supposed to be, like I said, fraternizing in some way. And it's you maybe going to lunch together, doing a little, side thing where you get to spend time with each other during the workday, or it's somebody probably that you shouldn't be with. And I'm not exactly sure why it's giving me that vibe, but there's something about seclusion here with this card as far as the imagery and the touching and the looks, okay, that you might give to your person from across a room, or they might give to you, that kind of thing. And I guess the peaceful resolution card is kind of giving me the vibe that there could be some entanglement or some situation that kind of needs resolved in this connection. I'll just throw it out there because I got the flirt vibe going on here, and this 10 of Pentacles, I don't know if somebody's already taken with this 10 of Pentacles, because sometimes that talks about being in a long-term committed relationship situation, maybe already being married. So I don't know if somebody's already married, already has a long-standing commitment that they are involved in, but nonetheless, somebody's extending affection here. Somebody is extending love here with this King of Cups. So it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy you're dealing with. That could be you somewhere in your chart. But I look at the King of Cups like he knows what he wants when it comes to love. He's not afraid to be vulnerable. He's learned his lessons, and he's matured in regards to what it is to express love. He knows what he wants romantically. Okay, they're not gender specific, but it's that kind of thing where it's like you might be flirting right now, okay, with this dynamic. There might be a lot of flirtation, a lot of getting to know each other in this dynamic, but nonetheless, there is somebody, whoever this King of Cups is, this person really does know what they want when it comes to love and relationships. Let's forget about the idea that somebody might already be in an existing relationship with the 10 of Pentacles. If, we just cast that idea aside, I feel what the majority of you are experiencing right now, for those of you who have picked number 1, is that this person knows what they want. It might be casual flirting right now, okay? But it looks like they are looking at the 10 of Pentacles energy in their mind and in their heart, okay? It's almost like this King of Cups energy wants a long-term, long-standing commitment, okay? They want the family. They want the wifey, the husband material. They want the children. They want the happy home, okay? They want the long-standing foundation and commitment with a special someone. It's looking like they want to manifest that. It's the feeling of wanting to take this from a flirtation, okay, and manifest this long-term commitment with you. Okay, because the Magician is all about making things happen. It's all about making things happen. He doesn't just sit by and let life happen to him. He goes out and makes things happen. Right? So if right now there's like a vacillation, for whatever reason, I'm feeling like a vacillation with this peaceful resolution card. Like if there's some kind of uncertainty in regards to what your person wants, I could definitely see the King of Cups coming forward. And that's what the peaceful resolution will be. Whereas you're probably wondering if they want something more. You're hoping to manifest something more as well. There might be some doubts, or for whatever reason I'm feeling insecurity in regards to what this will amount to. But it's saying here that the person that you're currently involved with wants to see the happy home, wants to have the happy life, happy wife type thing. Okay. And they're not afraid to take a chance on love with this King of Cups energy. And if there are any issues in the connection, okay, that maybe you struggle with right now. Maybe you're still in the stage of getting to know each other. You know, the Magician is a number 1, so sometimes I could talk, and you're the number 1 as well. So the Magician is number 1, so I still feel like this is kind of new. Just based on that, this is kind of new. And I also wonder if some of you might have also gotten out of a long-term situation with this 10 of Pentacles and are now kind of dating and flirting with others again, trying to put yourself out there, trying to manifest new love as a result of maybe leaving a long-term situation with the 10 of Pentacles, because 10s are about endings and completions. Okay, it's one cycle closing in order to enter another one. And what's kind of cool is you go from a 10 here to a 1. And that's kind of how the playing cards go as far as the numerical order. You're trying to persevere in this connection. I almost want to say it's the idea of I don't know why I'm getting patience from this. Like, patience is a virtue. It's almost like trying to be patient in regards to seeing where this can go. Is it going to develop into the 10 of Pentacles energy? I do think that if you give it a chance, if you persevere with it, with this energy, it will develop into something more solid with the 10 of Pentacles. It will manifest into this 10 of Pentacles is what I'm getting from the Magician and the 10 of Pentacles together. And then the cool thing about this card here with the fish is usually a symbol of abundance, okay? So I am feeling like there is something successful that will result from this, but it's like you got to stick with it, okay? Don't give up too soon on the connection, even though right now it might seem like it's flirting, or there's just a flirtation, I'm sorry. It looks like it will result in something more positive, something more serious, something more committed. I do feel like the King of Cups knows what he wants, so he's going to go after that. And then you have the peaceful resolution, which is saying this is all going to work out in the way that you're trying to manifest this new situation or this new connection. Okay, so the current situation or the current relationship has a very strong opportunity to result into something more substantial. Okay, if you continue with it, if you give it some time, if you allow the flirtation to develop into something more like serious and substantial, like I said with the Magician's always trying to create, right? He's always trying to create. He's always trying to manifest. It's a matter of allowing all the chips to fall in their place properly, okay? It's that kind of thing, because he has everything on the table right now. And that right there, all those elements in line, it's like little things have to line up properly. And then once they do, poof, you know, you get this wish come true. You get the magic. The magic starts to happen, right? And then this says, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. So again, this focusing on the inner light kind of reminds me of the energy of would-be the Magician. That's what he does, right? Because he is the Magician and all the magic comes from within himself. So if you're trying to manifest this lovely connection into something more serious, it looks like it will all resolve itself. If there's a couple of hiccups along the way, if there's a couple of stumbling blocks or little obstacles that you might encounter, don't give up at the first one, okay? Because this has the potential to develop into something really nice. So let's get one of these love oracles. Woo, okay, couple. That's fine. I'll read them all. Let's see what we have. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Like I said, allow things to fall into place naturally. Just don't give up at the first sign of an obstacle. It says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. That's weird. These two fell out. That is really cool. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So again, if there was some situation that there's maybe some uncertainty or doubt in regards to the connection, this is saying just give it some time. Allow each other some space. But don't give up at this first sign of an obstacle, okay? So this is really lovely. I didn't get to show you really all the artwork, but okay, so those fell out for you. Stack number 1, this is your reading. I'm going to let you go here. If you feel it connects, you know what to do. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. And to support this channel, please like, share, subscribe. Click that bell for notification because I upload often and you get notified right away when I do. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check me out on Etsy, visit my Etsy shop, and you can book a reading with me at any time. So much love and blessings to you, stack number 1. I'll leave you here. Stack number 2, you chose this card right here. This is from the Universe Has Your Back deck, the Oracle deck. And it says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So that is the card that you chose for your reading. Let's see, what does the future hold for you and your current relationship right now? Okay, it says choose a new direction. Okay, forgiving and learning as you release and what? Hold on. Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, so 2 cards of release. And this card right here, like whenever I get this, it reminds me of like tears. And look, we have an eye as well. So eyes release tears, and tears are cathartic, right? They help cleanse, they help heal. If you hold on to too much of that emotion and you don't cry, if you don't have a good freaking cry, it'll build up and build up and build up. Okay, so I don't know if some of you need to kind of cry or let something out. All right, so I'm just saying, and that's just because of this energy here. But let's see, we have the 2 of Rods, we have the Page of Cups, and this is the Anna K Tarot. This was donated recently by David A. Thank you so much, David, because it's a beautiful deck. I've been wanting it for a really long time, so thank you for your love and support and blessing me with this deck for the channel. It is absolutely stunning and bright, and it has a lot of emotion in it as well. So bear with me here while I try to fix this for you. I just want to make sure you can see everything, okay? All right, so, okay. So we have the 8 of Swords, and we have the Release card. Okay. So I'm looking at this like the future of your current relationship, all right? I'm honestly feeling like there has to be some serious communication. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we have a page here and we have this release. And it feels like there's all this pent up anxiety or thoughts going through the mind of the state of the relationship. Because the 8 of Swords is that energy where you feel stuck in your head, you feel trapped, you really don't know like maybe how to get out of your own head sometimes. So I'm looking at the 8 of Swords and I'm looking at the release, and I'm thinking there's a need to kind of step out of the box, kind of look at the situation from the outside looking in. Because when you're, you look at the 8 of Swords imagery, right? You have the swords surrounding the person. It's like all a matter of, okay, take off the blindfold. Let's look at the bigger picture here. You can step out of those swords if you want to. It's just a matter of like changing your perspective in a way. And a lot of times it is a challenge, okay, to do that, because we're so caught up in our head. We're thinking about all the, shouldas, the couldas, the wouldas, and all of that stuff. And it kind of messes with us. So I feel like the current situation, if some of you picked number 2, and you know what, and if this doesn't apply, if you're not experiencing something like this, by all means, go ahead and pick another stack, because I'm sure not everybody's going to be experiencing this at the moment where they're questioning the status of their relationship, if it even has a future. But honestly, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. The number 2, okay, and ironically, you freaking have the number 2 of Rods right here. So the number 2 itself is about choice making, partnerships, connections, duality, okay? And it clearly says it here, choose a freaking new direction. This is kind of like, this is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like the universe is yelling right now, okay? You have a lot of energy in regards to choice, okay? The number 2, the 2 of Rods, it says choose a new direction. So there's a decision to be made in regards to a current relationship right now. There's a need to forgive and learn and heal what's going on. Again, tears are healing energy. There's a need to talk about it as well. Talk to your person about the way that you feel. We have the Page of Cups here. Pages, are messengers, right? They're messengers and they're messages. So you have a Page of Cups, could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. That could be you. That could be a person that you're dealing with. Nonetheless, it talks about the heart. And the Page of Cups, is a message of love, a romantic gesture of some sort. There has to be a discussion here. All right. I feel that if the feelings are openly discussed, this can have a positive outcome. It can literally take the connection in a new direction. All right. It says choose a new direction. Forgive and learn. Maybe some of you are hesitating to forgive your person if you're going through it right now. And the Eight of Swords can be really confused about trying to forgive someone. Okay. It's about, being stuck in the head, again, feeling trapped in a situation that right now is not pleasing to you or not making you happy, or maybe you're confused about it. So with the Two of Rods, it is an ultimatum. Sometimes it is a choice to be made. There's this pivotal moment where you can choose to go left or right. I honestly feel like some of you are deciding whether you want to stay in this relationship or leave it. Okay, with this Two of Rods, there has to be some kind of communication, though. It's like, for whatever reason, these cards are asking for it, asking for you to speak your voice, to let it out, to release what you feel, say it, put it out there, share it with your person. Again, give that one last cup of love where necessary. I feel like this Ace of Cups is, he's filling his cup, and I feel like he wants to share it. The reason is, it's like, it's not just for him. We have a vessel here with water, and we also have this one. So I'm feeling like this is like two vessels here holding the feelings in them, but yet not releasing them. There's a need to share it, okay? To be open and a little vulnerable in this case. Again, it says, as you release and heal the past, and water is healing, all right? We have a waterfall. It's flowing. Again, the idea of the water falling, or the dewdrops falling from this lily. There's a need to release some things that you feel, to say it, and with that release is what's going to heal it. So I don't know if some of you have given your person an ultimatum, or it's just you debating whether you want to continue on this path with this person or not. Some of you are debating a new direction, maybe taking the relationship in a new direction. But in order to move forward in a new direction, there are some things that have to be kind of tidied up, is what I'm feeling. Okay, and a lot of that is coming from this card. There's a possibility here that if you can get past the issues that you have together, you can seriously heal this connection and keep it moving. It's like you can get out of where you feel stuck in it. Okay, if there's some things in the connection that you feel stuck in, this is saying with the Eight of Swords, you have the ability to kind of free yourself. Okay, if there are issues that hinder or create blockages in the connection, it's kind of telling me this here, because it's all a mental thing. All right, you can get past those limiting thoughts, or those things that you struggle to overcome with each other. But it really is about forgiving and learning, and releasing anything that would hold the connection back. It is also about talking openly and honestly, sharing the love, sharing that gesture, opening up, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Like, I guess would be a child, they share their feelings so openly and candidly. It's not, they don't have any fear in that regard. You know how kids always say kids say the darndest things because they speak their mind. So pages are younger energy, and in a sense, I could see that as the need to kind of, speak your mind. Just put it out there. Say what you need to say. Don't have any fear in regards to it. Just blurt it out if you have to, right? And it's almost like I'm wanting to say, you'd be surprised, how that kind of can enlighten, things in a situation, and maybe bring some clarity to it. Because who knows, the person might not even know that that's the way that you feel, So there is a need to talk about it in this, with these cards here, and to forgive and learn from the mistakes maybe that you have made with each other. again, there's a choice to move forward in this connection, I feel, if the issues are talked about, healed, forgiven, and released, okay? And then there's also the idea of, you know what, maybe this isn't going to work with the Two of Rods. Maybe you can't forgive. Maybe you'll choose to go it alone, okay? But even so, there's still a need to talk about it. Okay, and I think the talking about it is what's going to help you understand whether this relationship has a future or not. The idea of the Two of Rods, you have a choice to make. You can go left, you can go right. There might be an ultimatum that needs to be spoken about here. Somebody might need to lay the foundation of that ultimatum. And if that can't be honored, I guess, you know, maybe there are some boundaries that the other person needs in the connection, or you need in the connection. And a lot of times when you do give somebody an ultimatum, it's because you're setting healthy boundaries for yourself, I guess. So there might be an issue where somebody's trying to set healthy boundaries with the Two of Rods and give an ultimatum because this is what they need. Maybe the other person can't fulfill that. And then there's the choice of kind of like going your separate ways, okay? Nonetheless, forgiving and learning is going to, despite what you decide to do in the connection, forgiving and learning from the situation, forgiving your person and learning from it, learning from the relationship and what has led you to this point, is an invaluable lesson, or a valuable thing that you will gain. Because at the end of the day, okay, you don't want to hold on to resentments from the past because they don't really allow you to move forward properly in a way that will heal you. We have to learn to forgive in order to make progress in our own lives without having anything hold us back, okay? So forgiving is essential for our own health and sanity and spiritual well-being, okay? So just keep that in mind, that would be necessary. And every person that comes into our lives is here to teach us something, okay? So that right there, if you can learn from the experience, it's not in vain, all right? So I do feel like I want to take... I do want to take one more playing card for the Eight of Swords, okay? Okay. Oh, okay. So it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius you're dealing with. King of Swords energy could be you. All right, but there's this energy of more swords, okay? So it's the idea of like there's something that has to be thought about, okay? Maybe there's the need to have a logical approach as well, all right? And again, swords are communication, clarity, and mental energy. So again, it's the idea of more discussion, okay? More discussion. Being mature about the discussion, being mature about the way that you communicate, because it's a king, okay? You might be stuck in your head over an air sign energy. They might be stuck in regards to, you know, their thoughts about you as well. But there's this kind of thing where somebody's stuck in their head, but a lot of it's because they're not voicing what they feel. They're not voicing their thoughts, okay? And that kind of needs to be put out there. And it says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about how I see the world. Why did I want to read it that way? About the world I see. Well, it's that kind of thing with the Eight of Swords as well. It is a matter of perspective, changing that perspective. And this card and the Eight of Swords go together, okay? So I honestly feel, because this is like all this two energy, right? The two of rods, and the choice of the choosing the new direction. This connection, depending on what is discussed and what is shared, it can go both ways, okay? It might be able to be reconciled and healed, okay? Or it could be that you decide to take on a new direction because you can't find that common ground, okay? But part of me is feeling like there's certain things you're not sharing. There's certain things that they're not sharing. And it's like, if you could only just tell each other what's up, there wouldn't be so much miscommunication or misunderstanding. But people are, oh, what was that? That kind of wanted to flip over. People are too afraid to talk to each other these days and be vulnerable, like I said, with that Page of Cups. Vulnerability is not a weakness. Okay? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And then it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those that you love. Okay. This, for whatever reason, this card comes up all the darn time. Right? And it always kind of throws me off. I really never know how to read it. And that's just me being honest with you. But part of me wants to say, be present. Okay? Be present. Enjoy the present moment, because it is true. Like, you can't take anything with you. So, like, the time is now, in other words, right? I'll give you an example. Let's say you know, what did they say? Damn it, if you want that last piece of cheesecake, right? Go and have the darn cheesecake, because for all you know, you could be crossing the street and boom, you know, there goes the end of, you know, your experience here. That kind of thing. So don't deprive yourself of living in the moment or experiencing, you know, the moment. Say what you need to say now, okay? Because, you know, tomorrow's not promised. That kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. But it's like deep in your heart, you already know what the answer is, basically. Do what you feel is right. Say what you need to say. Say it now. Say it now, okay? Because none of us are promised tomorrow. So stack number 2, this is your reading. If you feel it connects with you, please do leave me a comment in the comment section down below. And to support this channel, please like, share, subscribe, and click that bell for notification, because I upload quite often and you get notified as soon as I do. And if you want a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check me out on Etsy. It's a really simple process. All my information is there. Check me out on Etsy and you could book a reading with me at any time. So stack number 2, this is your reading. I'll leave you here. Much love to you. Keep number shining. 3, you chose this card here. This is from The Universe Has Your Back Oracle. It says, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So I'm going to put that here. Let's see. What does the future hold for you and this current relationship? Okay. It says within the next few weeks. So that's a timing aspect. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. So somebody might be married, somebody might be engaged or looking for a commitment or something like that. We have the Ace of Rods. This would be the Ace of Wands. This is the Anna K Tarot. This was donated recently by David A. Thank you so much, David, for gifting this beautiful deck to the channel. It has a lot of emotion in the people's faces, so that's what drew me to it. But we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, we have the Devil card. So it could be Capricorn, that could be you, that could be the person you're inquiring about by watching this reading. And what else we have? The Judgment. Okay. And the 4 of Cups and Resistance. Okay. All right, so right away, for whatever reason, when I saw the Judgment card, I think there are some issues in the connection with the devil that some of you are struggling to release or forgive in order to embrace the connection or take it to the next level, is what I'm getting from this. Because the wedding is like, okay, you could be girlfriend, boyfriend right now, you could be engaged, but the next step is like this kind of level of commitment, I feel, for some of you watching. There could be, with the 4 of Cups, some things that some of you aren't exactly content with. Sometimes this card talks about, you know, feeling melancholy, sometimes, you know, feeling a little bit dejected or rejected. It's also a card where oftentimes if you're too hyper-focused on everything you're unhappy with or dissatisfied with, you can fail to see a blessing trying to enter. And if you are familiar with the depiction of the 4 of Cups, there's always like this Ace of Cups trying to come at you in the background, but the person in the card is, you know, their face is downtrodden, they're just not content, and they're looking at the 3 cups that they can't figure out, and they fail to see that Ace of Cups that the universe is trying to hand them in the background. So I'm feeling the need to forgive. I'm feeling that there's a need maybe to reconcile this connection, to heal the vices that are in it, maybe the negatively aspected issues that you might have with one another, to heal that, to move on from the past that would keep you in that state of mind where you're not happy, in order to free yourself and then have that level of commitment. Okay? Because the Ace of Rods is brand new energy, so it's trying to enter. The new is trying to come in. A healing as well with the Judgment is trying to enter. This is when the Judgment comes in, when you're truly like trying to liberate yourself from anything from the past that would weigh you down or hold you back. Okay? A lot of times it's redemption. It is redemption. It is forgiveness. It is also forgiving yourself, forgiving others, truly releasing any burden or vice that you have that would keep you from being the best version of yourself that you can be with this Judgment energy. So 2 major arcanas here. Okay. I feel like there's something in this connection that needs to be resolved with the Judgment within the next few weeks. Okay. I'm also hearing change, and I guess the reason why is because for whatever reason, this 4 of Cups energy, this image is in the background is kind of reminding me like of a clock, like time. Time is of the essence. Time is ticking. Also the vibe of the wheel, like the tide is turning. There's some change on the horizon, I feel. And then for whatever reason, this Resistance card is also looking like a cyclone. Okay, so I'm thinking like there's a change in the wind, okay, is what I'm picking up from that. There's been a change in the wind, and something has to be determined, something has to be released. Some negativity in regards to this connection has to be released in order for you to move on from it in a way that's going to maybe improve it, okay? Because we're looking at the wedding card. I mean, I can't help but think that this is, you know, maybe a positive outcome where the two of you could be together, because we have their energy. Look, and she's so focused on him. Okay, I'm just looking at this like this could be you and your person. You could have that level of commitment with each other, but there's some resistance here with this card and the Devil that is causing a hang up. Okay, where the new energy is trying to enter, but I feel like there's something that's kind of not quite letting it come through fully. And it could be a shift in focus or perspective, or there could be some timing aspect, of course, with this card. There could be a timing aspect that needs to be resolved before you guys can truly release yourselves from the burdens or the shackles of the past or any issues that you might have with one another, and move on from it and reconcile, okay? Because sometimes the Judgment card can talk about reconciliation. So there's a need to forgive. There's a need to heal the past. There's a need to reconcile your issues with one another, because right now, whatever issues you have are creating resistance from having this kind of level of commitment in the future. This is passion, okay? The Ace of Wands is always about passion. It's a divine spark, okay? Somebody sparking something within you, you sparking that connection within them. The chemistry might be really strong between you with these two cards, okay? With the Devil energy especially, sometimes it could talk about the soul ties that we have with people and how those connections, you know, the strength of them can travel through lifetimes, okay? And I don't know if it's that kind of thing with you and your person. The ties that bind is what I'm hearing from this. I don't think you guys can truly get away from each other is what I'm getting from this. I'm also getting the vibe of possibly mirroring from the Devil energy. But I'm wondering if there if there's some kind of healing, because the judgment does talk like that to me. So if there's some kind of thing that can be healed between you, you guys kind of, it looks like you can come back from this. Like, not all is lost in this situation, because the ace is trying to open up a brand new door for you. There's still passion there. There's still a connection, a strong chemistry there with these two cards. You can heal this. You can come back from it with the Judgment. Maybe come back better than before. There's an opportunity still with the Four of Cups to fix this, is what I'm feeling. Okay, let me grab a clarifier on the Devil. Okay, because I think you both have some shadow aspects that need worked on or healed. There is a strong bond there that you feel tightly connected to your person and them to you. Maybe there were some things, you know, that were unsavory that happened that needed healed and forgived in some way. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I look at the artwork. They're just having a good old time, if you know what I mean. So maybe there's something that went wrong in regards to maybe somebody having a vice, an addiction, something like that. Okay, so let's take a look. The Devil card. Why is the Devil energy here? Okay. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. So somebody's having anxiety, sleepless nights, and stress over the connection. Maybe because it is so magnetic. It is so, like, tight. Okay. Somebody's in their thoughts a lot with that Nine of Swords. They can't quite get out of their head. It can be obsession, obsessive thinking over your person with this card and the Devil together, and them over you. So if you can't get your person out of your head, right, you can't move. Literally, I feel like some of you have tried to move on from your person but can't seem to. Okay, there's a need to kind of release that obsessive overthinking quality about the situation as well. But I'm also thinking for some of you, there's a need to heal this and maybe try to get back on track with them. Again, the Ace of Rods is brand new energy trying to enter, and there's a potential here with that Four of Cups too. Like I said, it's always trying to hand you that Ace of Cups, but don't miss the train, you know, that kind of thing. There's negative things, yes, that some of you could be highly focused on, but you're struggling with it, and maybe that's what's keeping you from seeing the bright side of something. That's why it says, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Joy, happiness, focus on the good things. That's when, you know, you are a magnet to attract positivity. And I'm hearing freedom, like freedom from the past, freedom from the things that hold you back. And new beginnings trying to enter in some way. There's the potential to heal the connection, to reconcile it, to fix it, to move on from the past hang-ups that were there. There's some kind of resistance right now, and some of that resistance I feel is related to the Devil and the Nine of Swords. And it's kind of putting, I feel like, a blockage. There's a blockage here. Somebody could be stubborn. Somebody really could be stubborn right now. And if you offered that Ace of Cups to someone and they resisted it, you know, maybe they didn't see the love that you were trying to offer. It's like somebody's missing an opportunity here to see the connection for what it could be. Okay? And it's that right there that is creating the resistance from it being something special, is what I'm getting from this. This is a rebirth. It could have a rebirth, but there's like a level of resistance and stubbornness, failing to see what's being offered, failing to see what you have, focusing on too much with this Nine of Swords on what's wrong with the Devil energy. Not taking that, or not walking through that open door or crossing the bridge, right? Or bridging the gap. Not bridging the gap in that connection when it so easily could evolve with the Judgment card into something special, but not really bridging the gap in order to get to this point with this level of commitment. But it feels like within the next few weeks, something has to be resolved. Maybe somebody's going to come back and ask for forgiveness. Maybe somebody will try to bridge that gap between you, because she's going from one embankment to another, right? And maybe that's what the anxiety is all about. Like, can it be healed? Can this situation be redeemed? Can it be reconciled? Yes, I feel, but somebody has to let go of the resistance they're creating by being stubborn and not bridging the gap or taking the cup that's being offered to them, if that makes sense. Or not taking the opportunity to heal it with that judgment. Okay, so number 3, let's see what we have here. Okay, whoa! We got, all right, what do we have? Look, and that's the snake energy, and that is a symbol of healing, okay? Healing and transmutation. So let's see. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So that might be the question that's running through the mind obsessively with the devil energy, you know? Struggling to release something, struggling to let go of the connection, maybe. It says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So your heart knows what it wants. The heart, yeah, isn't that a song by Selena Gomez? The heart wants what it wants. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And maybe that devil is, you know, the energies between you that are right now out of balance. Okay? And there needs to be that equilibrium. If you're going to recover from what's going wrong in the connection right now, you need to find a common ground. Again, the idea of trying to bridge the gap between you. Okay, so I am feeling a little bit of conflicting energy here with the 9 of Swords and the devil energy. Something went wrong with the 4 of Cups. Maybe somebody's resisting the connection with this card here. But I'm feeling like within the next few weeks, something could get resolved with this judgment. Maybe a reconciliation or somebody coming over to you and bridging that gap and asking for forgiveness in order to take the connection to the next level. Because there is a lot of passion here with these 2 cards and a serious like soul tie, soulmate connection, bond. Not one that you could easily break, okay? Not a bond that you could easily break. Okay, so number 3, this is your reading. If you feel it connects for you, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe also to support this channel. Click that bell for notification as well, because I do upload often and you get notified as soon as I do. And then if you want a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. It's a matter of just visiting my Etsy shop and checking out to see what readings are available, and you can literally book a reading with me at any time. So much love to you, stack number 3. This is your reading. I'll leave you here. Take care and keep shining. Stack number 4. You chose this card. This is from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle. It says, when I lean towards love, I am led. Okay, we're going to put that there. And we want to see, what does the future hold for you and your current relationship? Okay, it says, big, happy changes. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Gorgeous. This is the Anna K Tarot. This was recently donated by David A. Thank you so much, David, for gifting this to the channel because it's absolutely stunning. 6 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the Cycle. Okay. So, right. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. I feel like some of you recently have maybe left a situation with that Ten of Swords. You're coming out of it. Because the cycle energy is saying you're on the way to a new chapter, okay? Like one chapter is closing, another one is opening up to you. And you have the Ouroboros here, which is what the symbol is right here, okay? So I feel like there's something shifting, there's something changing, obviously, with this big happy changes coming through. I feel like some of you have recently gotten out of a connection or a situation that maybe caused you this Ten of Swords. But it feels like to me, with the other cards on the table, you're going to be pulling the swords out of your back and trying to start over. Maybe getting back out there in the dating game, maybe trying to meet new people, because this one says, hey, keep an open mind. All right, your future, basically your future soulmate might differ from what you expect. So I don't know if some of you are single and looking to date again, okay? Or there's something that you're putting away or kind of putting behind you with these two energies in a current relationship, okay? I could easily see this as some of you have maybe encountered a new connection, you're in a new relationship, or you're dating someone right now, okay? And this person may kind of be not what you're used to dating, or this person is somebody out, like kind of like outside of the norm for you with this here. But I feel like this connection is saying, yeah, this is soulmate material. This is an energy that is equal give and take, okay? It's balanced with the Six of Pentacles. They are like a team player is what I'm hearing from the Three of Pentacles, okay? I'm also hearing they want to build and create something harmonious with you. So I could also see this as maybe you met this person, the person that you're with, after a breakup. Okay, maybe you met them when you were just recently getting fresh back into the dating pool, okay? And this person is kind of like now, bringing this good, happy energy vibe with them. And since you met them, they might not be your usual type, okay? There might be something unique about them. But ever since you met them, things have been moving along happily, So I'm seeing the current relationship that you're in is going to bring some happy changes, okay? It's going to bring a new chapter into your life full of better things. Okay, I feel like, again, with these two cards, I'm highly getting the vibe that the person that you're with right now, you probably met them after moving on from a Ten of Swords situation. And lo and behold, you're fresh out of this situation and you meet a soulmate with this card here. And then this person is all about you. Like, it looks like here that they're all about giving, okay? They're a giver. Maybe they're a lover. They just want to, like, take care of you. They want to provide. They want to just do things for you. They want to be helpful, okay? And it's almost like the vibe that they see themselves building something together with you. Again, the idea of being a team player. Equal give and take, where maybe the previous connection wasn't that equal give and take. But this person, whoever this is bringing just good energy with them. And they're trying to show you what it's like to be treated well, I feel, with these two cards. And they consider you, I feel. And they want to kind of create something. Because the three is all about expansion, growth, manifestation, okay? So I'm really seeing that they want to create something with you. They want to build something with you. They want to work towards something with you. You might be a little bit standoffish with this card here because they might not be your usual type. But the way that they treat you with the Six of Pentacles, it's balanced, okay? They're helpful. They see the good qualities in you with the Three of Pentacles. I'm almost getting the vibe that they don't want you to compare them to anything or anyone that you've experienced before with this 10 of Swords, because they're not the same. Okay? They're nothing like your ex. In fact, I feel like this new person, if this is a new relationship situation, they are treating you better than what you ever thought was possible based on previous experience with this 10 of Swords. So you might have been betrayed in the past. You might have been, really hurt in the past. But I feel like this is you releasing that and letting that go, moving on to a new thing with this card, and embracing the changes that are coming and the things you're experiencing in this new connection, because it's not like anything you've ever experienced before. This is somebody who values you, values what you bring to the table, recognizes your gifts and your talents, okay, sees the qualities within you. And this is somebody who wants to share, okay, what they have with you. So I think this person, although they might not be your usual type, they're bringing a lot of positivity to the connection with this. Okay, it's almost like they're lifting you, or helping lift you up out of this 10 of Swords energy. All right, and it says, when I lean towards love, I am led. So you could be leaning towards, like, maybe catching feelings for this person and loving them. Just because, how can you not? If they're this kind of loving, giving, supportive energy over here, it would be easy to fall in love with somebody like that, who gives you that shoulder that maybe you didn't have before. Okay? This person is a soulmate, for sure. They might not be the usual type, but the qualities that they have as a person is kind of like making you rethink what you thought your type was, if that makes sense. So this does have a future. This connection right now, whatever connection that you're in, has a future, because this person is really loving, giving, and supporting, and they just want positive things from the connection. So it's like they have good intentions, is what I'm hearing from this. Okay? And I'm also getting the vibe that they want to, like, help you to forget your past. Again, don't compare them to anything you've ever experienced before, because this person is going to have you think outside the box. Okay? So let's grab one of these. Whoa. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Wow. Okay, so we already know this person is a soulmate, whoever you're involved with right now, if you chose stack number 4. That's amazing. Okay, this card right here, I mean, so congratulations for connecting with somebody who's going to love you, right? Okay, because I think whatever this is, this union, is going to be a little blissful, it's saying. Happy, and again, it lines up with this card, big happy changes. So stack number 4, this is your reading. If you feel connects, please do leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell for notifications to support this channel. I do upload often, and if you click the bell, you will get notified as soon as I do. And if you want a personal reading with me, it's a matter of just checking out the description box. All my information is there. You can visit me on Etsy and book a reading at my shop whenever you feel led to. So much love and blessings to you, stack number 4. This is your reading. Take care, and I'll see you soon.